Before we get into today's video, if you've been deactivated because of a background check, this part's for you.
Thanks, guys. I'm excited to be working with the RideShare Guy again. My firm has been helping Uber and Lyft drivers who've been denied employment because of background checks. We've helped literally hundreds of consumers all around the country who've lost a rideshare job because of a false background check. If this has happened to you, please give us a call at 888-822-1777 or visit our website at www.smithmarco.com. Thanks again. We're looking forward to helping you.
Thanks again, Larry, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get right into today's video.
Well, so should we have him cuss a little bit with his kick rocks, or because for people who don't know, I watched that video like 4 times.
Oh, really? Nice.
No, I'm serious, but like I'm telling you, I watched because it is so good that I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, and I am all into numbers, and I try to break down the stuff for drivers most of the time. And I get a lot of flack for it, but I go like, hey, don't like it, tough shit. But yours are, because they're videos, because it's so well done that I miss it. I go, what did I miss? Did I miss that little thing? Let me go back and watch it again.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
No, I'm serious. I'm not trying to be like a fanboy, but the last 4 videos that you did, when you started talking about the reality, the one with the 70 hours and how much money you make, gross, all the deductions that a lot of drivers, take it for granted. They don't know. I mean, I think there were great educational videos that even Uber probably can use, honestly, because they don't talk about it. They constantly say, oh, we did one video that got like crazy views. Is like Uber CEO saying, turn your app on and go and make $39 an hour. I'm like,
I think I saw that. I remember you guys doing that. Yeah.
In what world, bro?
Yeah, I remember you talking about that. Yep.
Yeah, because you know what? They only talk about active hours. Yeah, I can make $70 active hour, but then if I'm driving only half the time, that's down to 35 before expenses.
Yep.
So what good is active hours? Bullshit. Yeah. I don't know. So what happened here, man? Suspended, not deactivated, right?
And again, like, it's a fine line with like, it's not just clickbait. It's also like, how do I explain that, in one word, or like titles, like, good titles are like less than 10 or 15 words, and like on a thumbnail, like, is suspended really the right word? Because like suspended kind of implies that like you did something wrong to deserve it. And so like, I thought about deactivated, but then I think that sounds a little more permanent and it's longer. And so like that kind of game, I'm not the best at. So like as far as suspended and like being told to kick rocks, like I thought getting told to kick rocks is a little more fitting, because it was kind of like, yeah, you know what? You're on your way to this quest, kick rocks, tough luck. You're out of luck, So suspended may be a little dramatic. So I wasn't necessarily suspended because I did something wrong, but I was on the way to a quest. If I remember, I had 17 rides left to get to 50. And again, like I mentioned earlier, I was down the shore, the Jersey Shore, like Atlantic City, Ocean City, Wildwood, Cape May. I don't know if anyone's familiar with those areas, but that's an area where the rates there are actually higher than they are in the like middle Jersey, because it's like a tourist town. And there's just not a lot of drivers down there. I mean, there's not a lot of anything down there. You go to a Wawa, you're waiting 20 minutes to get a coffee because it's a small beach town that gets flooded. And then that specific weekend was July 4th, and everyone was down there, not just because it's a holiday, but it was a beautiful holiday. And it was the first holiday that like everything was open since COVID, and it was like sunny. So that island was packed. And I was like, this is going to be a great money-making opportunity. The way it turned out, I got unlucky with the rides. You know how it goes. I just, didn't get the best rides. I got taken way far out, whatever. But I was like, you know what? I'm still working towards this. I was still making decent money regardless, and I'm still working towards this quest. It's going to even it out.
What was your quest, by the way? What was the quest?
It was 50 rides for 150, I believe. No, that sounds a little low.
That's very low. That's not worth it, bro.
I feel like, because I always pick the one that's like,
maybe 400.
maybe 180. But whatever it was gonna I don't think it was in the twos. But regardless, I was 17 rides away from hitting the quest, and I go to sign on that day and unable to sign in, background check. you need to submit a background check. And it bothers me because, one, that's never happened to me before. Like, I've had a background check before, but I've never not been able to work. I think I got a background check when it starts. I don't know if I had it in between. But it's like Uber could have very easily gave me a warning like a month ago. Hey, you're going to have a background check due. Submit it now so you're not interrupted. Your inability to you still have an ability to work. You know what I mean? Or wait till Monday. You know what I mean? Like the fact that it's just randomly on a Sunday when I have 17 rides for a quest. And again, like I say in my video, like Uber has billions of data points and they know that if I'm working, I'm going, like I can't tell you the last time I've worked without working towards a quest. Like I'm either like working 20, 30, 40, whatever it is to get a quest. If I select a quest, I'm going to do it. Yeah. And like, so they knew I was going to go out working that day. And there's, oh man, I just absolutely know it. And it's also crazy too, because I'm just thinking this now. It didn't say I needed a background check until I went to sign online. It's almost like it triggered it. You know what I mean? Like, It wasn't like I opened the app and then it was like, submit a background check. It wasn't until I pressed go online where the red thing came up and said, you need to submit a background check. So, I'm 100% sure they did it.
For the next time, don't turn your app off.
Yeah, no, seriously.
You know what I'm saying? In case, because nowadays. Yeah, go ahead. No,
I was going to say, quite a few drivers have been. There you go. Nice. Yeah, quite a few drivers have been complaining the exact same thing. They're working towards a quest, they're getting there, and then all of a sudden they can't drive because they need to do a background check.
Yeah,
I think we were talking about that last week, right?
Yeah.
Then I see it on Facebook all the time. People are.
You know what the newest thing is, though, guys? You know what the newest thing is? Like Lyft puts out these streaks, and Uber sometimes puts out streaks or whatever. Or let's say you're on your Uber destination filter, right? So what Uber will do is right in the middle of after a half hour, they'll go take a picture. Well, you have to turn your fucking app off to take a picture.
Yeah.
There goes your destination filter. And Lyft will do it like on the third leg of the streak, right? Mm-hmm. They'll go like, I actually have like today I received some conversation between a driver and Lyft support. It's going to be like crazy news. I'm telling you this right now. The shit that Lyft support told this guy, he has all the screenshots. And I'm like, wow, did they really write? Somebody at support wrote that to you? He goes, yeah. Anyway, but long story short, Lyft is doing that too now. On the third leg of the streak, they will send you to Timbuktu because you're trying to get like $15 out of them. Right. They're like, for 30-minute pickup and whatever. Or I'm like, why do you guys want to do this? But then you can't prove it that they're doing it intentionally. But there is no doubt in my mind that it's in the algorithm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
it only makes sense. I mean, we're talking about a company, and I always go back to. I don't think I included this in my video, but. Like, and again, it's business is competitive. It's like you said, like, why wouldn't they do that? You know what I mean? And Uber's, and I do think, with the new CEO, it's definitely a different culture. But it's like, it's a cutthroat business. And
I'm not sure.
Well, we're talking about a company that literally made bots that were screwing the Lyft drivers. You remember that
Absolutely.
Story? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's like they're making bots that are sending these Lyft drivers to destinations where drivers aren't there. And what drives me crazy is like they know that those Lyft drivers are the same drivers that work for Uber. Like I'm sure there's a huge crossover. So it's like they're very willing to screw over the people that are working for them if it's not getting them what they want. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
All right. Thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.